And now, ladies and gentlemen, we move to the Chiefs support bout for tomorrow night's card live on Sky Sports. 12 3-minute rounds for the Commonwealth Super Middleweight Championships. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, the challenger. He holds a professional record of 13 victories versus 2 defeats, with 12 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Ghana, he is the soldier, Elvis Aorga.
Buffalo soldier, dread like a rasta. It was a buffalo soldier in the heart of America.
Official weight, 11 stone, 12 pounds, 5 ounces for the challenger, Elvis Aorga.
Fighting an arrival.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the defending champion. Do not adjust your TVs or your eyes. This is the same person who main evented just 2 weeks ago, looking to stay active as a defending champion. He is undefeated as a professional with 16 victories, opposite no defeats, and 11 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Barnsley, England, introducing the current reigning British WBA Continental and WBO Intercontinental Super Middleweight Champion and the defending Commonwealth Super Middleweight Champion, Callum Simpson.
Looked to my lawyer in the face and I said, is there any point even taking it to trial? Big fat grins on me, same way, cause you know this life, it's better with a smile. Back to base, get set up on a file, got blueprints stacked up, heavy in a pile. This EP's been ready for a while, been laying it down like terracotta tile. If you check YouTube, I was chilling as a child, had too much. Takers in my style and I knew that, yeah, I would never in the now. Young Masonical, terrible, wild. What I want, Donical, why you want smoke with Wanical? 10 years deep in my corner, still not chucking it tall. Wow, must say life is a peach. Seeing up, blood splash, ringside seat. When big simpling man down with reach. I'm with Joe Keat and some other OGs. Napkins on lap in the VIP. Man, I'm too wavy to argue. My you might get big man stuck in your beak, but you don't want to start something there. Must have had a blast on gear. If you do, man, I've had a fantastic year so far. And I even
official weight, 12 stone even for the defending champion, Callum Simpson.
Thanks. Feel like Professor when he iced the banks. I don't even have to be there for plans. I sing Charbella and dance. Not one of these stay-at-home MCs, man. Just done 4 songs.
Andy, 2 title defences for Callum Simpson in 3 weeks. Again, like Scott Forrest, he's active, he stayed fit. You know, he had his headline fight against Steve Woodall. I imagine not too much was taken out of him in that fight. It was a convincing performance, very good performance from Callum Simpson. Didn't go on holiday and he hasn't blown up and he's looking good on the scales. He's ready to roll again.
Yeah, he is, and it's impressive because obviously you want to take time out after a fight, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you need to indulge yourself too much. You've got to release.
Was back in the gym on the Monday, he said yesterday.
But the important thing is, though, you do need to have released that mental pressure valve because you can't live your life at that kind of intensity where you're absolutely ready to rumble at the drop of a hat all the time. You need to be physically within striking distance, but he needs to have switched off for a bit, which I think he has. You need to recharge mentally, and then obviously he never likes to be out of shape, and you can see, and that's why he's been able to take the fight at short notice, and also getting that first fight since the passing of his sister. That was a big thing, but he's done that now, so hopefully for him, things might get on that front. There was a lot of talk about that in the build-up to the fight, and understandably so.
I
but
imagine
not
it
now.
never gets easier. It'll always be with him, but for the first milestone's kind of out of the way, done and dusted. Yeah, I understand that. Matt, in terms of Elvis Aorga, I mean, yesterday, I think he won over a fair few plans, didn't he, at the press conference?
Well, he's certainly talking the talk.
Yeah.
And it remains to be seen, can he walk the walk? But I think he'll certainly, if he's half as good as his talk game, then we're in for a good fight.
What do you reckon, Johnny? Do you think Elvis will cause Callum many problems, or will it just be the talking?
Well, I think everybody can talk big talk until they get hit on the nose, as they say. And Elvis, he needs to create this kind of fire intention. He needs these arguments and back and forth to fire himself up. And he'll keep trying. I just think Callum needs to show his dominance and show why he's in the position he is. But, you know, the entertainment, the noise, the activity that Elvis brings, it kind of puts a bit of fire under this, Bunsen burner under this fight.
Callum can't afford to slip it though, really, because the momentum's with him. He has that right behind him.
He's no fool, and he knows that. He understands that. But you know what? This is
He's such a showman, isn't he? How can you not like Elvis Ahorga?
It's what you want. We were saying yesterday that from a tactical point of view, really what you should do is kill Callum Simpson with kindness to try and get him to be complacent.
That's not Elvis' style at all.
That is not how he rolls. That is not how he rolls.
Okay, well, we can hear from Elvis now. I believe, yeah, he's with Andy.
Ladies and gentlemen, Elvis is in the building. You told us yesterday that title is going back to Ghana. Explain to us why you're so confident. Why is that Commonwealth title going back home with you?
Because I mean it. Because I'm serious. I'm not joking. Like my manager, Moking. We are always ready. No retreat, no surrender. Yeah.
What do you know about Callum Simpson that gives you the confidence that you have the tools to beat him?
He has not fought any fighter like me. And me, I'm more than a fighter. If he is good, me, I'm more than good. Yes, so they should expect me, the sexy soldier boy. Tomorrow is going to do his thing. Yeah.
We know that your wins, when they come by knockout. Do you believe that you can win this fight inside the distance?
Sharply, knockout. Expect me, the best from me, the soldier boxer. We are not joking. Yeah, I will knock him out. And tomorrow, it's my turn. Me will rule the Commonwealth title. Yeah.
Elvis, wish you all the best of luck. Thank you very much. Let's bring in Callum. That's some act to follow. Now, I know you're pretty good on the microphone, but I don't know if you've got that in your locker. He's very, very confident. You obviously think it's perhaps a sign of nerves? I mean, that sounds like a silly question.
When someone's laughing while you're telling you they're not joking and smiling, it looks like they're joking. So, yeah, let him say what he wants. Tomorrow's not going to be a war. It's going to be a demolition job. He's getting knocked out early.
At the same time, have you got to be a little bit sort of careful about these unknown entities? Okay, there's footage of him. Yeah, we've seen his record, but you've only taken it at 3 weeks' notice, although you've come off a long camp yourself. I just wonder if these are the sort of the danger men you've got to be a little bit careful of.
3 weeks, it's not even 2 week notice. Yeah, obviously, I go into every fight fully focused, and you don't want to overlook anybody and not think they're as good as they can be. You know, every fight we've got to take it serious, and I'm going to be taking it serious on Saturday and tomorrow night. And me taking it serious is, well, you saw what I did the other week. Second round stoppage. This might be earlier than that. If he carries on with what he's saying and says he's going to break my neck, it's going to be over at first round.
At the same time, you're the envy of all the boxers, actually, because you've got that one thing, momentum. In a number of ways, have you just carried straight on? I know you had a couple of days off, best part of a week or so, but do you view this as one big, long camp?
I think I had the Sunday off, the day off, seeing a bit of family, and I was back in gym on Monday. But yeah, I think this last year I was trying to hunt Ben Shalom down, trying to get me dates, trying to get me fight dates, and now I'm at twice in 3 weeks. So all a boxer wants is activity, momentum, and I've got that, so I'm happy.
What's your prediction then, finally?
Early knockout.
Okay, wish you all the best. Good luck.
Andy, so intriguing this fight, but only having 1 day off from the last fight. That's not a lot of downtime for Callum Simpson.
No, it isn't, and that's why I was talking about the need to be able to switch off mentally. That's the really key thing for him, because with these elite level athletes, it's not like back in the day where they'll disappear on holiday or do a tour of, fast food joints at Barnsley. They don't really want to do that anymore. Attitudes have changed, so. But you have to have that reset. You have to, otherwise you'll just slowly go mad.
Fighting out of Woodland Hills, California, USA, by way of Martuk, Kazakhstan, introducing the former IBF super welterweight champion of the world, Sergey the Samurai Lipinets. Official weight 10 stone 1 pound for Sergey Lipinets.
Мы зажгли огни во вселенной, только мы одни. Гни свою линию, гни свою линию, гни свою линию.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, his opponent fighting out of the red corner. He is undefeated as a professional with 12 victories, opposite no defeats, with 9 of those wins coming by way of knockout. And he fights out of Slough, England, Introducing the fast-rising superstar, the former European super lightweight champion, ladies and gentlemen, the assassin, Adam Azim. The champ is here.
This match is right here.
The champ is here.
The evil genius.
The champ is here. The champ is here.
This match is right here.
The champ is here.
The evil genius.
The champ is here. The champ is here. The champ is here.
D-Block,
The champ is here. The champ is here. Official weight 10 stone 5 ounces for the assassin, Adam Azim.
Adam Azim just a smidge over, Matt. There's a few words
but I
going
think
up
if he
there.
drops the boxer shorts, they're probably 5 ounces, I would imagine.
I think they think that the scales are a bit
Off
off here
balance,
because I think he just said to
They've probably checked on calibrated scales.
I think he just said to Dan Frost, the guy from the board, when I weighed earlier I was 9 stone 13 and 10 ounces. I think that was what he said. So they feel like they're inside.
In terms of Lipinets, though, he's a pound over. I mean, what could that be? That he flew in late? Could that be water retention from the flight?
Yeah, or if the scales are off as well. You know, if they've checked their scales on calibrated scales in the hotel beforehand or in the gym or whatever. Because both of them have come in heavy there, so, you know, here, Robert Smith.
Well, yeah, Robert Smith with Border Control is now coming to have a word.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, final tickets available.
As a fighter, though, you know your weight, don't you? If you've just gone and checked it backstage.
Yeah, I mean, I can only speak for myself, but I always check them on calibrated scales to make sure that I was bang on, you know. So, and I would imagine both those guys have done the same thing. And the fact that they're both coming over and they're disputing it, you know what I mean, as well. They're disputing it with the board official.
Hopefully in the next few moments we'll have some sort of understanding of what that was, whether it was the scale slightly off balance. Andy Clark has gone to have a word with Robert Smith, to see what the lay of the land is. Andy's just having a chat now. I mean, I just said to Matt, as a fighter, it's frustrating because if you checked your weight, you know you're bang on.
Yeah, you can see the response, the reaction from Adam. And I'm quite sure.
And Shane. I mean, Shane Wiggins' face as well. Surprised.
They'd have double checked that in their hotel room, and I suppose Lipinets would have done the same. So maybe there could be a scales issue, or they just might be over the weight.
How do you think Lipinets looks, Johnny?
I think I'll keep going on about the jet lag. I think
that really concerns you, doesn't it, in terms of how it's going to play a part?
I think he'll definitely have a bit of water retention no matter what. So that's why I didn't question the scales. But we'll see. The proof of the pudding.
Let's just have a word with Andy. You just got on and spoken to Robert Smith. Any update at all on what's happening?
Yeah, they've got 2 hours. 5 ounces. To be honest with you, if he stripped off and weighed, he could probably make it. So once a few people have disappeared, they may well get the towel out, go for a bit of a walk. 5 ounces is kind of nothing. A pound is quite a lot. And I think Team Lipinets, he's an experienced guy. He'll probably know whether he can do it or not. So it'll be interesting to discover later on whether he's tried or not, or whether they feel like, no, we arrived late, we've done our best, we're not going to try and chisel off that extra pound, we'll just leave it there. Which will mean, of course, that they can't win the title, but as long as Azim makes it, he can.
All right, well, Adam Azim is ready to have a word with Andy. Let's hear what he's got to say.
So I should just clarify, Sergey has 2 hours to lose £1. He was over the limit, so we're not going to interview him. We're going to let him crack on. You were a few ounces over yourself, but I'm told that there's going to be some boxes coming off and you're not too worried. Is that right?
There's something wrong with that skills, because when I weighed it earlier, I was more or less than that, but I've got nothing to panic. I'm all right.
Yeah, so the story is there's no story with your weight. You made it quite easily. You're confident once the pants come off, it'll be all right?
Yeah, it's all good, but obviously I don't want to be naked for everyone, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. People are trying to enjoy their lunch, and this is the strangest start to an interview we've ever had. That aside, how do you think he looked up there?
Look, he's experienced it himself. Obviously, he's got experience. He's a former world champion, fought in the likes of Boots and Mikey Garcia, but obviously, his head's screwed on right now for the weigh-in. My head's screwed on for the fight. I'm ready for the fight. I don't care about eating or nothing. If I don't eat right now, I'll fight him tomorrow. I'm easy.
Now you've been in front of him and you've seen him, are you even more confident?
100%. Every single day, I've been relaxed. You know, all praise to Allah as well that, you know, he's going to give me the victory on Saturday night.
What is your final prediction before I let you go? Yesterday you told us this fight ends inside 6 rounds. Do you stand by that now, or are you just focusing on the performance and the result will come what may?
Like I said, you know, stays the same, but, you know, you guys will see the new Adam Azim on Saturday night.
Wish you all the best of luck. We are going to hang around, guys, and we'll bring you the new weights as soon as we've got them back in studio. Anna and the guys.
Thanks, Andy. Yeah, we'll keep you updated on that and how the weights go. Not so much of a problem for Adam Azim. He should be fine. I mean, like you said, that went a little bit weird, did it there? Stripping naked and all sorts. But that's basically what he's got to do to make the weight.
Yeah, of course. And you see it fairly regularly. They feel like they've hit the weight on the mark, which they like to do in McGuigan's gym. They like to hit it absolutely on the money. I said that to Robert Smith when he said, listen, it doesn't matter what they weigh on their own scales. These are the ones that matter.
Yeah, Shane's just been having a pretty in-depth conversation with the guys there up on the scales, on the stage around the scales, because Shane is not someone that doesn't sort of leave any stone unturned, is he? And he is a man that will do everything to the T. And they said they weighed him before and he was well under. So that's not ideal for them.
Yeah, it works both ways though. So when Lipinus got on the scales and he was a pound over, there was no question about it. Then Adam gets on, there's a slight issue. So again, you know, Adam might completely strip off or just go to the toilet for a number one and get down to the weight and get the job done. For Lipinus, is he prepared to do that? I don't know, but I do believe. I do believe again. I keep going on about him coming in late. I think that's a lot to do with it. I think he's a guy's a professional to make the weight to get everything done. I think has a lot to do with it.
It's difficult, isn't it? Because if you are jet lagged, making up on that sleep in such a short amount of time is not an easy thing to do.
If I was Lipnitz, I wouldn't be doing anything to make that weight now. You know, where he is in his career, you know, the win's the most important thing here to get him back into title contention. I don't think he's that bothered about becoming IBO champion, and certainly with everything factored in with the jet lag, you know, all the rest of it. To then suddenly go away now and spend an hour or two in trying to sweat an extra bit of weight up, I don't think he'll do that.
What do you think? Do you think he'll just not bother?
No, I think Matt's right. I don't think he will, because he's been at this a long time. He's in his 30s now. He's always managed to make that weight. He did go up to welterweight, but he was never really big enough for welterweight, so he ended up coming back down, which is an unusual move as you get older. And that's how much of a pro he's always been. He went up and then came back down again, and you don't often see it. And I think he'll know that there's just nothing he can really do in the next 2 hours that's going to make enough of a difference, and they'll just call it quits there, I think.
I presume Adam makes weight, okay, and like I say, we'll keep you updated over the next couple of hours how that goes. Is it a psychological advantage to Adam with what's just happened there?
No, I really don't. I think this kid just wants to get in there, get a job done. I think even the fact that we're going about his opponent coming in late, I think Adam just knows what he's got to do. He prepared for this man in particular, the best performance of this man here. I don't think what ever's happened here today, he just wants to get on with the job. I think he was like a robot malfunctioning, thinking, the scale shouldn't say that. I wasn't at this morning. He's just.
Well, it's because he's so meticulous, isn't he, with everything he does?
Doesn't believe in good fortune, just believes in tough work and getting the results.
What do you think, Matt? Are we going to see a statement from Adam Azim tomorrow night, or do you think Johnny said he's going to get the job done?
Both. I think he'll get the job done, but I think he'll do it in fashion. I think it'll be a demolition job, because I think Lipnitz, where he is in his career, his age, his style, I think he's going to be walking towards an Adam Azim that's getting better and better, and it could be painful.
What do you think?
Yeah, I expect a big performance from him. They're just carrying the scales off into the kind of side room in the box park, and I think that's where they're going to weigh him. The board officials have just gone in there as well, because understandably he's not Johnny Nelson. Stripping off to weigh in was a feature of Nelson weigh-ins, by the way, when cruiserweight was 190 pounds. He used to love it. He used to love it.
On purpose.
But Azim's slightly more modest than Mr. Nelson, so they're going to do it in private in the side room.
I think it's more that people are eating their food around here. No one needs to see that,
I do expect a big performance, because the fact that he's missed it by a few ounces, it's not because he's struggled, it's just it's just one of those things that can happen.
And in terms of the calibre of opposition, of sort of opposition that Shane is thinking that he should be in with in the near future, like we've talked about, the likes of Gervonta Davis, the likes of Garcia, does he need to give that kind of performance to show where he's at?
Well, if it's to become a reality, yes.
Yeah.
He needs to get a job done and sure the job's inside the distance or completely one-sided fight. He needs that if he wants that kind of, we're talking that kind of performance from him. And he has got the talent, he has got the skill, he's got the pace and everything. And with him having that, you'd expect that kind of result.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just being dragged off there to be told something by our producer just on the side. This is live TV for you. Just saying that, exactly reiterating what you've just said there, that the weigh-in's just taking place just backstage, and we will know in the next couple of hours, and we will keep you updated on that. In terms of the undercard, I'm looking forward to seeing Callum Simpson and Elvis Ahorga, because those two have just been giving us pure entertainment in the last 48 hours.
Yeah, they have. And with Elvis, you look at his record, he's got 13 wins, 12 by knockout, but it's difficult to take too much from it, to be honest with you, because he's not really been up against much opposition. He's had a couple of defeats which are a little bit concerning, but one was at middleweight. He's not really a middleweight. I know that he had to lose a lot of weight late for that fight against Hassan Moutinho. He's full of confidence. Is there anything there to really back it up? We just don't know.
But
he
that's
might
what
be,
makes it really
and that's what makes it
intriguing.
interesting. He could be completely out of his depth against Callum Simpson, or he could really show us something. But I feel like Simpson is ready for whatever he's got to throw at him. And if you're Team Simpson, if you're the trainer or you're Kev Marie, Ben Shalom, I think you're liking the fact that you've got someone who's making some noise in front of him, because it's just going to keep him focused on the matter in hand.
And also add a little bit of spice, Johnny, too.
Without a doubt, I like Elvis. I'll keep referring to Elvis, and when he's boxed, we'll say Elvis has left the building. He's doing a great job in regards to giving him something to talk about, but he wants somebody to act like he does. His opponent, he wants that, so he gives him a bit of fire in his belly, but Callum's just smiling and
takes it all in his stride, doesn't he?
Takes it all in his stride.
Yeah, he's not bothered, is he? That's it from us here at the weigh-in. Like I said, we will keep you updated on how the making weight goes in the next couple of hours. Thank you, chaps, for your company. What was that for, Johnny?
Callum's just done it. He's just done. Adam's just done the weight. He's all smiles. Got on the scale.
There we go. Adam's
away.
all good. Okay. All right. Make sure you join us tomorrow night, Sky Sports Plus, for all the action. See you at 7 o'clock.